Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Auntie Lara, and in today's lesson we are going to be considering some practice questions in preparation for the forthcoming GCE examination in literature in English. So let's dive straight into it. Question 1. The protagonist is the author, villain, hero, speaker. And the answer is hero. So that means that another name for protagonist is hero. A central idea of a story or poem is the title, climax, theme, conflict, and the answer is theme. The timing and location of a literary work is dash. Theme, plot, setting, atmosphere, and the answer is setting. Setting is basically the time and location of a literary work. It might be set in the Victorian age, it might be set in the modern age. Okay, through the setting you will know the year, you will know the social status or the financial status of that particular character that is being spoken about. A humorous scene in a play intended to ease tension is dash. Climax, tragic comedy, comic relief, and the answer is comic relief. You know, there are some people that watch plays or watch movies that are always at the edge of their seats, and you might not know, some might have an underlying sickness that they might not even know about, like the last football match, I think between Nigeria and South Africa, or Nigeria and Ghana. And we heard the news about some people that that lost their lives. Yeah, so some might not know that they even have that underlying ailment. So when that tension is to the peak, they tend to ease it down with comic relief. Foreshadowing is a device used to prepare the reader for the direction a plot will take, introduce the plot, shed light on event through background, recall the past. Foreshadowing is basically bringing the future to the present. So you let your audience know in advance what is going to happen later on in the play. While flashback is bringing the past to the present to have a better understanding of the present situation. Okay, and let me just cite a good example of foreshadowing for people that have read this play, the gods are not to blame. How Adewale was given birth to, and it was said by the seer that Adewale should be killed, because if he's not killed at birth, he is going to end up killing his father and marry his mother. They're supposed to adhere to that instruction and kill him, but no, one way or the other he was left to live, and everything that was said when he was given birth to eventually happened. He killed his father, although he didn't know, but he killed his father and he married his mother, although he didn't know also that that was his mother, but the prophecy was eventually fulfilled. Okay, so the audience already have an idea of what would happen later in the play if this child is not killed. In drama, the chorus comments on the play, is pitted against the hero, functions only at the end, acts as the hero, and basically what the chorus do is that they comment on the play. And this has been from the day of Sophocles and Oedipus. I'm sure that you must have watched a movie, particularly Nigerian movies. Yeah, you must have watched Nigerian movies where through the song you already know what is happening, right? At a particular before a particular scene would unfold, a song would come, and then you know what is going to happen there. But basically, for stage dramas, for stage plays, okay, the chorus, they are usually part of the story, but they are not the major character. So they sing, and through their song, the audience that have come to the theater to watch, they have an idea of what the play is all about, okay, or what is going to happen next in the scene. And a good example of a playwright that uses this is Femi Osofishan. For those of you that have read this play, Twinkle Twinkle a Twining Tale, most of Femi Osofishan's plays always have this chorus. He always makes use of chorus that comments on the play, so that even if you do not read the chorus, if you do not read the lyrics of their song, you might not have a full understanding of what the play is. Yes, that's how powerful the chorus are in plays. A narrative in which characters and events are invented. We know this already. Fiction, epistolary, biography, autobiography, and the answer is fiction. Fictions are stories that are not real, that are not true to life, while non-fictions are stories that are real. A work of non-fiction that recounts the life of a real person written by another person is novella, novel, biography, autobiography, and the answer is biography. Okay, so if you're alive and another person has decided to write on your behalf your life history, from your birth to your education background and your family and everything, that is a biography. Your life history being told through the lens of another person. Whilst autobiography is when you yourself decide to talk or to write about your own life. And a good example is I've forgotten the title. These are past presidents. Obasanjo wrote an autobiography about himself. Okay. A narrative term that describes the location of a literary drama or poetry is called, we've already talked about this, and it is setting. An inscription on a tomb, usually in verse, is known as epigram, epitaph, epiphany, epistrophe, and of course the answer is epitaph. Even if you've not been to a graveyard before, I'm sure that you must have watched a movie where a scene happened at the graveyard, and on a particular grave you have some inscription. It could be like three lines, very short. Those are epitaph. We requested from the Crown support for our petition illustrates. We requested from the Crown support for our petition illustrates metonymy, imagery, allegory, synecdoche, and of course the answer is metonymy. When you use an object that is related to that particular person to refer to that person, that is metonymy. Okay, so of course we know that the only people that wear crowns are royalties here. They are kings. Instead of you saying that the king ask for you or the king ask for your support and everything, you talk about you mention the crown, because everybody knows that only kings wear crown. When you use an object that is closely related to that person or closely associated with that person, you are making use of metonymy. A poem telling of splendid deeds of a hero is ballad, lampoon, irony, parody. A poem telling of splendid deed of a hero is, and the answer is ballad, and it's usually sung, and it talks about the splendid deeds of a hero. Which of the following is odd in the appreciation of a poem? Stanza, rhyme, paragraph, theme, and the odd one out is paragraph, because paragraph is basically related or associated with novels. A long narrative chronicling a family's heroic deed is a or an opera, epistle, fable, saga, and the answer is saga. When you read a novel that talks about a particular lineage of a family, when two phrases opposite in meaning stand shoulder to shoulder in a remark, a figure of speech known as dash has been used, and the answer is antithesis. Antithesis has to do with two contrasting phrases, while oxymoron has to do with two contrasting words side by side. So for antithesis, we have the more you look, the less you see. For oxymoron, we have a loud silence followed the chairman's speech. So we have two opposite words standing side by side, but for antithesis, we have two opposite phrases standing side by side. So this brings us to the end of this lesson. If you find this helpful, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and bye for now.